a weekly time frame on GBP AUD. Let's go to line charts. You can see that market is actually bearish here. That there's a head and shoulder pattern forming here, left head, right shoulder, and we have this candlestick closing below here, shifting the market bearish. Break below here, confirming the bearish movement. So now we have the left head, right shoulder, the break of the neckline. So now expecting the retest back to our area of interest to continue the sales. So on the, let me switch it back to the power. Can clearly see market is clearly bearish with bearish momentum, which we have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. The sales to the downside. So that is why GMGB is my first pair. It looks very, very clean. So USDCHF, the next pair, as I told you about this pair, USDCHF is at a historical low. So the leads I'm looking for here is to buy on this pair. Nothing more, just buys. So on the weekly, we don't really use price action on the weekly. I think I use my price action on the daily and the 4 hours. So on the daily, you can see there's a price shoulder here. On the 4 hour, we have after markets took liquidity here. We have bullish engulfing here. Now we're having the retest. As you can see, the market slowed down as it's retesting. So we're expecting the push this week. So on the 4 hour, what I'm looking for on the 4 hour to actually enter this trade is just simply, you can see there's a left head, right shoulder here, which is for sales. So I'll be looking for market to break above this head, and then she'll retest it back, confirming that it has shifted bullish. Then I'll be willing to buy USDCHF to the upside. So AUDJPY is a pair that has different entries. Now let me, I will go to explain it. Now on the weekly time frame, we are obviously bullish. You can see a bullish engulfing candlestick. So now the daily too is what is bullish. Sorry. The daily, yes, is also bullish. The lower low, lower high, we broke below this low, making it the new lower low and the new lower high, and then we closed above it, making the daily bullish. And then the 4 hour is also bullish. So now we have 3 time frames saying bullish. So now I am actually seeing this market having one of these 3 moves. Now we can either have the break below here and retest to sell, so that we can cover up this long bullish engulfing. Of course, as market has this engulfing, it's going to definitely retest to continue. Look at where the EM is. It's going to retest to continue. So now we can go for that very 1:2 counter trend, which is allowing it to have the break and retest below here. So if we can also have a break and retest below here, I'll be interested in having that small sales to this next level, because this, you can see this level has reactions. So this is the next level that market will possibly have a reaction from to continue the buys from here. So we should actually have that break here, then we'll just continue short sales before we get the buys to the upside. I can simply just wait for it to come all the way here and then enter the current trade, which is the buys. So this is a counter trend trade. Now the other way markets can just do now is just from this level here, on one day, just have a quick, maybe a daily retracement, and then continue to this next high. So this is the next entry here now. So the next entry is around here. So once we have a break above this entry points and then retest with an engulfing, it's going to confirm that day engulfing candlestick, and then the next day we'll hope for the engulfing the next day, so that we can continue the buys to the next high. So but the most ideal trade I'm actually seeing here is this sales to continue the buys, because if you look on the daily time frame, you can see that for the past 1, 2, 3, 5 days, that's for the whole week, we had just one whole week of bullish momentum. So we don't expect the next week to just continue having that bullish pushing. So as we have that 1 week of bullish momentum, we'll have a retest to then continue the buys to the upside. So that is for AUDJPY. So NZD USD has done me dirty last week. So last week I took 2 trades last week, GBPUSD and AUDUSD. I had 1 win and 1 loss. So but I see that last week was actually preparing for this week. So the weekly time frame now, NZD USD is obviously bearish. The daily time frame also bearish. And then the 4 hour what is also okay. The 4 hour is kind of bullish. So what I'm just simply going to wait here is for a break below this area of interest and retest to continue the sales to the downside. Because if you look last week, you actually took even Alex G out. This player have just been consolidating around this place, consolidating around here. So I'll need a proper break out of this whole consolidation here. I need a proper break out of this whole consolidation. This consolidation here, and then so that we can continue to the downside. So that's what I'm waiting for next week. And then Euro NZD. Okay, I actually like Euro NZD. Let me show you. So on the weekly, we're not going to be using the weekly for Euro NZD because it's at an all-time high. So we're looking just to sell this market. On the daily, we can have markets rejecting from this high and going back into our area of stance. Now on the daily time frame, well, what can we see on the daily time frame? A head and shoulder pattern, our famous reversal pattern. So we have the head and shoulder pattern. Now we have the break. So now, in order for me to sell this market, I'll need market to pull back to my area of interest, and doing that is going to shift bullish. So I'm going to wait for it to pull back and then give me a shift of structure there to confirm it back bearish, and then I'll be looking for my entry signal to sell this market to the downside. And then last pair for the week. Before I talk about the last pair, please do not forget to click the like and subscribe button. It's absolutely free. You're not paying anything for this. All I just need is your support in this. So let's go. So for AUD USD, you can see it on the line chart. It's obviously bearish. Market was bullish at this point. We had the close below this low, making it bearish. The daily time frame, same thing, bearish. This is the high and this is the low. So as market is consolidated here, we are bearish. And then the 4 hour, we are actually bullish on the 4 hour. So I'm just going to wait the same thing on NZD USD. I'm waiting for a break below this consolidation. A break below this box. My market is forming around here. So I get a break below this consolidation box here, then a retest to continue to the downside. So this is basically it I have for the week. Please do not forget to click the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.